Hey, hi, how are you? It's Chris again. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. Um, it's Saturday. I decided not to get up and go to the farmer's market today. Not for the fact of, excuse me, I wasn't feeling well, but for the fact of I'm tired and I preferred to sleep. And it's only from 8 to noon and I'd rather sleep today. Plus, I still had strawberries that I had made for the bread from last Saturday that is in the refrigerator, has been chilling in the way back of the refrigerator. The flavors are all married. I have a couple more strawberries I'm going to add into the actual bread itself. I'm also going to make a strawberry swirl bread and a regular loaf of bread. And because I got those from the farmer's market, I was like, let me show everybody how I make strawberry milk bread, because I always call it strawberry milk bread and strawberry swirl bread. And I'm just going to throw in a regular loaf of bread while I'm at it, because it sounded like a good idea to me. I'll go to the farmer's market next Saturday again. I also have been accused by one of the vendors there of being so very colorful. Oh my goodness, you're too colorful. She's very beige. So I kind of said, nah, I don't feel like going today, because I felt like being extra colorful, and my snarky butt right now would have honestly been like, I'm sorry, I don't prefer to be boring. And that wouldn't have been nice. I'm just putting some laundry in the basket before we go into the kitchen and make bread. Alright, I'll meet you in the kitchen. Okay. Hold on, I need another drink of coffee. Alright. I made quite a big batch of yeast for this. I'll have to make more for the strawberry swirl bread. But I'll only have the ingredients up for the regular bread and the strawberry milk bread. Sorry for the scraping noises. It's very hard to get a good angle in my kitchen without like a tripod sitting on an already over-cluttered counter, because I need to clean my counters off again. But I don't feel like it because everything on the counter we use. So into here currently, I'm going to stick my yeast that I blended, stick of butter, 3 eggs, all of this honey. About a tablespoon and a half of sugar. A dash of salt. And we're going to start with about a cup of milk. Girls, And I'm going to add just a smidge. About 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking powder. Girls, you're making too much noise at the drinking fountains. And I need a mixer. Hold on. I'm going to lock this down, put it on low, and go put an apron on. And now I'm going to add about a cup of flour and then put it back on low, and I'm going to add 1/2 cup of flour at a time until it reaches the consistency I want. When I get to editing this, I'll let you know how many cups of flour it was, because I haven't been counting. Now that it reaches about the consistency I want for my regular bread, and not so thick that I can't add in the strawberries and then possibly some more flour, I'm going to let this go on medium for about 2 to 3 minutes while I clean up. Really? Wrong thing. What was he grabbing that? This is going to be for my regular loaf of bread. I'm just spraying my plastic container with some spray vegetable oil. And this is just a mixture of strawberries, brown sugar, white sugar, a little bit of honey, and a touch of water, not much. In a moment, there we go. Into this blue bowl that I pre-sprayed. You just saw me do it with some vegetable oil. Both of these bread mixtures are going to rise for about 2 hours. I'm going to prep for the strawberry swirl bread. All I got to do is bring out I think a couple eggs at this point. Nope, my nail. And I've got to wash these containers so that I can use them. And grab some kitchen towels to cover these.
Yeah. Can I get a little bit of help, please? Yeah. I need the Dutch oven removed from the oven, please. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so this swirl bread, I'm going to make more in a Japanese style. And I'll link the recipe I'm using below. But to do this, I need to measure out some of my leftover milk from the previous ones and some flour and make a paste in my saucepan, and then in the milk that's already warmish, you bloom some yeast. And I've got eggs coming up to temperature, so I'll be back momentarily to have everything ready for that, because I have to make the paste and I have to get the bowl ready while the yeast blooms and da-da. I'm not going to try to say the word because I will butcher it. But my paste is ready. My yeast is working on blooming. And now it says to combine the flour, sugar, and salt into your bowl. So this is going to be about 2.5 cups of flour. Of this for rolling dough in, but when I started the sourdough earlier this week, this was a brand new bag of flour and it's going to be empty. So it says 2.5 cups of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, and I'm pretty sure it said a teaspoon of salt. The other 2 doughs are in my refrigerator, or not my refrigerator, in my oven. And they're going to rise for about 2 hours. And instead of dirtying this just yet, I'm going to give the yeast a few more minutes to bloom. I'm going to use the leftover strawberries from this. Cook them down a little bit. Add in some regular strawberry jam, strawberry jelly, for when this is getting ready to do this. I haven't read the entire recipe through, so I'm going to go ahead and go do that while this is blooming. Okay, now that the flour and milk paste has cooled and the yeast has bloomed, I'm going to add this into here. This pan is older.
Thank you. And I need milk and yeast. One room temperature egg. It says this dough can take up to 5 minutes to form. And then you still have to put it on medium for like another 5 to 10 minutes according to the thing. And while it's doing the first 5 minutes, you need to add in 1 tablespoon of butter at a time until you reach 4 tablespoons of butter. Move my coffee. I'll also tell you that the recipe says to remove to a clean surface, tuck it into a ball, and let it rise for 2 hours. And then you're going to take it and put it into 12 balls and whatnot. I'm not going to be taking it out of my mixer. I don't feel like using a whole nother bowl. If it doesn't work out, that's my bad. Bang, bang, bang. Evil isn't born, it's made. I'm gonna clean up from this, do some dishes, take some garbage out. I'll be back with you guys in about 2-ish hours where we form the other bread and figure out our jam and form this bread and do the whole thing. But for now, I need to clean up. I'm going to start with the regular bread, just because it's easier. There's my timer. It's been rising for 2 hours. grab my apron. Do this the easy way. Almost perfect. This is a regular weekly bread. Ready to rise for at least another hour to 2 hours, depending on the temperature of your house. So this one, covered with my creepy Mickey Mouse, is going back in my oven to rest. Now to work on the strawberry milk bread. Some already sweetened strawberries that I've coated with a little bit of sugar and a touch of flour so that I can fold them into the top layer of bread without them completely falling to the bottom. And look at how pretty this dough is. So for this, I'm going to take about like this. Yeah.
My epiphany was it's not that deep.
It's never that deep. Love you, bug.
I love you too.
Working on your bread, bug.
Not bread.
Your strawberry bread. And I'm filming it currently.
Can they hear you?
Yes.
They heard the butter.
They heard the butter.
We're gonna take Trixie on a walk.
Okay, bug. I love you.
Trixie, you wanna walk? You wanna walk, you beautiful girl? And we'll put on pants. How would I carry my keys though? With my phone. Obviously, don't be ridiculous.
Don't be ridiculous.
Don't be ridiculous.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Hmm.
Take the trash out with me?
Huh?
Do you want me to take the trash out with me?
Sure.
Okay.
Close enough government work. Let me get these set in the oven, get cleaned up slightly so that I can do the next one so that you guys can see what we're doing. This one's stiffer. It says to make 12 balls. Oh my god. Maybe a cup of flour left? That was a fun dance move. I'm glad my dishwasher ran because now I can get this part done. And then after dinner I can run all the baking stuff and the dinner stuff. or at least most of it. No, that. Let's put this in the sink. No, let's not put that in the sink. That's going to be used in a minute. There's a tiny bit of flour left. A bit amount of flour left. Move you guys. I'll turn that on for a second. Just to get some more heat going so these rise better. The rest of the strawberries from the farmer's market. Because I'm going to thicken that up. Look at that sourdough. Chippy, 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 you're so funny with your little nose. Trixie, 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 you're so silly from your head to your toes. And because I'm me, I don't measure a lot. If you guys ever need like real measurements, let me know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook this and reduce it and then add some of this in and make sure it's the right consistency, and then we're going to spread that on the flattened out ones of these. Don't worry, I'm going to replace this cutting board with a different one. April isn't born, it's made. Because each one of your little rolls is going to need a tablespoon of jam. This is thickening up pretty good. I'll go ahead and turn off the heat again because I have an electric stovetop. This is basically a jam. This is only taking me a few minutes. See, basically jam. It's a little less than I need. I'm going to clean my stovetop before I cook dinner, but let me move you guys. After you roll these out and fill them, you need to put them in a 9 by 12 baking dish. Cover them and let them rise for 30 to 40 minutes. Jam. And that's just a store-bought strawberry jam. And I'm just stirring it in here to augment what I already have. I saw no reason in not using the freshest ingredients I could, but I knew I didn't have enough strawberries. And soon enough, I'm going to redeem myself on that toddler on the grill. I'll just stay out and watch it while I do it. And whatever of this doesn't get used, I will use on something else. Store-bought, so sweet. Oh. That has a much better flavor. Ball. Clean surface. Roll yourself a rectangle. Put jammy stuff in. Fold over in half long ways, fold over again in half, overlapping, and then it literally says, I'm going to pinch this end a little bit, to roll like a fruit, roll up. And of course I make a mess out of the first one, that's fine. Like fruit roll up. Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
Yes.
Uh-uh. And this is all of the jam that is left. So that's going to rise. And I'm going to straighten up and I'm going to go do some other household projects. Might even unload and reload the dishwasher. We'll see. Got a lot going on right at the moment.
Because, you know, I'm playing.
A woof. I hate this. Hi, Trixie. Groove black.
Okay, so all of the bread actually proofed inside of 40 minutes because I had made sure there was enough heat. I'm going to brush my regular one after I snip it with some butter. I'm not going to snip the strawberry milkshake bread. Or I might. I'll have to look at it again. But I'll brush that with butter as well. Butter's in this cup. And then these, it says to brush with egg wash. So that's just 1 room temperature egg mixed with a splash of milk in here. And then it's just 30 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to start tomorrow night's dinner. See you guys in a couple seconds. I don't know how I keep walking out with under a minute, but oh, these are gorgeous. The others need probably I'm gonna put 12 minutes on the timer. These are gorgeous. I know you can see them from there. I'll take one out after it cools off a bit. So excited. Hot. That's gorgeous. Oh yeah. Regular bread. Strawberry bread. Give me that another 3 minutes on top of the 2 minutes it had so that it's good, because this one's softer than the regular bread. These will all be turned out in a little while to cool. But I'm going to need this pan for cooking, so the rack will come out and those will be turned out onto it. But they can sit there for a minute. The big one's done. Oh, Jesus.
Bunch of ducks.
Yay.
Yeah.
No. She said, but no. Well, she's telling you.
Just like that little Reba, my dog.
Oh, hot. Well, it's not the one I use every week. My plain bread took about 30 minutes. So did the smaller loaf of the strawberry milkshake bread. The bigger one took about, no, 30 minutes on the rolls. 45 minutes on this bread, and about 50 minutes on the bigger one. It came out clean, so it's good. Last little bit of butter. Oh, let me cut that. We'll do some of the bread when I get to the dinner, but I'm about to start cooking the dinner for tonight, so I figured. Oh, I don't have perfect spirals, but I don't need perfect spirals. Hold on, Martin.
Yeah.
Snacky, very hot still, but snacky. Yeah, it's still hot.
They told that already.
Yeah. Oh,
But didn't listen.
that bread's pillowy.
Which one?
I handed you half of what I'm eating. That bread's like a pillow. Is good?
Hey, good.
Is good? 10 out of 10. Definitely recommend. Recipes down in the description. I'll let you know about the other. But the other one I kind of changed a little. And I'll put the recipe that inspired it in the description as well. Gotta get the fish ready for dinner. See you guys in a little bit. So that's the strawberry milkshake bread. That's my regular bread. Let's give them a shot because I'm going to eat some of this regular bread and a piece of the strawberry shortcake bread with my dinner. Or strawberry milkshake bread. The strawberry milkshake bread is good. It's got a hint of strawberry. Most of the actual piece of strawberry sunk to the bottom, but that's fine. Good texture and buttery. And then my regular bread, which I put some butter on. It's not. It's not as, I don't like it as much as my regular bread that I make every week, but it's really good. So I'm going to take a couple pictures, and I'll see you guys next Monday.